I just finished Netflix's Queen Charlotte and I have some thoughts. I'm gonna start with general thoughts and then I'm gonna go into like thoughts on specific characters. I like the hair and the outfits. It was just stunning. The amount of hairstyles they were able to make with like jewels and updos, the wigs. They did an amazing, fantastic job. It's one of those general things I really like. And I love a gray hair wig moment. You know? I feel like I like when people age and they rock their gray hair. They don't like try to dye it darker. And one of my favorite parts about older Queen Charlotte is that like she just lets her hair be gray. And they have these extravagant styles with gray hair. I feel like that's really cool. Another thing I loved, music. I feel like Bridgerton is known for being pretty good with their music. The Beyonce compositions, Deja Vu. But the song that really got me, the song that like got me emotional is when Nobody Gets Me by SZA started playing. I was having a full meltdown in the club. The second Nobody Gets Me started playing and I was just... It was just speaking to me, like I was having an emotional reaction. It was just such a beautiful choice. I just love that they used that song. Casting for Queen Charlotte was phenomenal. All the younger characters fit so well with the older characters, not just only their look, but their acting, their mannerisms. Like Shonda ate that. Chemistry is another one. I feel like everybody on the cast really has good chemistry as a group. And I'm gonna share some thoughts on younger Queen Charlotte. I'll discuss the dynamic I noticed with our two main characters where I feel like oftentimes when we're looking at romantic tropes, I think we usually see the man as the protector. But in Queen Charlotte, it kind of throws it on its head where she is very much his protector. I think that it was an interesting portrayal to see male characters struggling and suffering and even having fragility. And I think that it's wonderful to see. Same old tropes, same old art become tiring. And I think Shonda has a really good portrayal of male characters. And I think the way she portrayed King George, his emotions, everything, I think was really well done. Moving on to Lady Danbury, my Niger sister. Young Lady Danbury was so well cast. I feel like her character had so many important conversations. Her monologue about not knowing who she was after her abusive husband passed away. I just feel like she had so many powerful monologues, like Lady Danbury as a character. Older Lady Danbury also had important conversations, like when she talked about her garden. She'd had men after her husband and kind of telling Lady Brigerton that it was okay to like have her gardens watered if she wanted to. And I just feel like she had a lot of insight and insightful monologues. Husband though, young Lady Danbury's husband, he was terrifying. He was horrifying to look at. I just couldn't do it. Shonda was torturing us with the frequent scenes, intimacy scenes. We really didn't want to see that. She didn't want to be there. We didn't want to watch. Okay, his face, his teeth, like no shade, but he was just a sight that I didn't want to see again. I had to turn away. I had to look away. Like they should have had a trigger warning, low key. And he wasn't a huge character, but Queen Charlotte's brother, older brother, useless, annoying. I just feel like Queen Charlotte's brother, he didn't do shit but tell her to shut up and stop complaining and whining. And I don't know, he was a walking red flag. Some people think that Lady Danbury should have taken his proposal, but I think she was very much right in turning down his proposal. He was just annoying, but he was fine. And going back to Lady Danbury a little bit, I low-key wish that they maybe had a situationship. I don't wish she was with him, and I think he was annoying, but when Lady Danbury finally escapes her abusive, ex, I just feel like she should have been with somebody age appropriate, like from one old man to the next. You know what I mean? Like, I was slightly disappointed. Purely physical fling with the brother could have been lit, but yeah, definitely no to marrying him. Having a younger man after her old ass husband would have been nice. Free us, Shonda. Free us from the shackles of these old men. We know how Shonda loves her white man, so... Brimsley, mi amor. I really like Brimsley. I think he was beautifully written, and I just feel like, come on, Shonda, you couldn't have just given them a happy ending, or at least told us what happened. Why is Brimsley alone in old age? Like, where is his lover? They had the perfect setup. They could fulfill their duty, but they could still, have each other. They both worked in the palace. Like, everything was perfect. So I'm like, what happened? Shonda? Why is Brimsley alone dancing by himself in the darkness? Why? Just giving them a happy ending, you know? Future seasons of Queen Charlotte. I mean, technically, I don't necessarily think they absolutely need a season 2, but one thing I would love to see, in terms of like future seasons of Bridgerton, is I would like a Lady Danbury story. The Featheringtons, I think, could also have a story, like a series made about their origin story as well. But anyway, I'm really excited for Penelope's season. I know a lot of people aren't excited, but I feel like Shonda's gonna eat like she always does, you know? I feel like people are gonna eat their words when they watch her season. And I'm just excited to see how things will go, like how they'll even begin, because as far as we know, he doesn't really like her like that. He's made that pretty obvious. So I'm excited to see how that's all gonna turn out, how that's all gonna shake up. And I've seen some pictures of them, like some cast filming pictures and videos and stuff, and they both look fantastic. So I feel like season's gonna be good. I think that's it. That's all. I'm trying this like ombre lip thing. Never done it before. We'll definitely need to go and fix that. Let me know your thoughts about this season of Queen Charlotte and your thoughts about Penelope's upcoming season. Let me know your thoughts on the characters. Let me know if you agree or you disagree. Thanks for watching.